What's up, everybody? Let me share this live. What's up, everybody? Whoop. Let me turn my phone down. All right, I'm just sharing this. At least I think I am. Start a watch party. There we go. I swear they change it every time. Either that or I'm just too old. Or I'm just too old to figure it out. All right. Let me get this show on the road here.
In a world with an increasingly complex jiu-jitsu landscape, these two complete fucking morons are here to break things down and give you their unsolicited opinions in the most offensive way possible. We're talking about the Old Man Grappling Hour. Tune in and listen, and we'll have you wondering where that hour just went.
I always find that quite hilarious. Let me get some thumbs up or whatever. Make sure you guys can hear me all right. Somebody say something. You can hear me. I see you guys are watching. All right, cool. All right, so we're doing we're doing a fight promo today for Vigilant MMA. And it's a little odd for me because I'm going to be interviewing the opponent of my fighter. But I'm going to keep it professional, of course. It's my job. But the man, I had him waiting in the background, and then he was gone. And we are sans Kevin today. Kevin cannot make time. But as soon as my man calls in, Brandon, as soon as he calls in, we're going to get him on the air here, so we can get this fight going. This fight promo started. There we go. Where'd you go, bro? Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? All right, try calling back. Try calling right back. God, I hate when this shit happens. This platform is starting to suck. StreamYard, fix your shit. All right, let's see here. There. I can hear you now.
What about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I tried to put on earbuds, man, but this stupid iPhone doesn't have a import for them, so
That's all right. I won't talk over you. It only happens when there's crosstalk. Is that's the only time there's problems. But are you with Brandon?
No. Brandon is under Graham.
Or Graham. Yeah, because I lost him. He was on, and then he fell off the call. But why don't you tell everybody about the event?
All right, guys. So this Saturday we have Combat Quest 8. I nicknamed it Secure the Bag because we have 6 title fights. 2 of them are titled defenses.
Look at that. Kyle joined the
Those are going to
call.
be 4 rounds. Oh, there we go. Get Kyle in there. There he is.
What's up, Coach? How you doing, Mr. Brandon?
I'm doing well. Champ, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Just headed in to teach some kids jiu-jitsu and do summer camp and all that fun stuff.
All right, so I guess we can do this way. We'll interview Kyle first, and
Okay.
then we'll interview Brandon after. So do you want to do the interview, Brandon?
I mean, I'm sure I can come up with some pretty creative questions, and then
Why don't you go ahead? Just because I don't want to be, it's my student. I don't want to be biased in any way. So
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. Nope. So Champ, why don't you tell me about camp and preparation with all of the quarantine and the COVID, and then us having to switch the event date a couple of times. I know it's been hectic, man, but I'm just glad we're finally to fight week.
Yeah, definitely. Me as well. It's definitely been a little crazy with the whole fight camp and quarantine, and this fight camp with everything kind of going crazy more recently, I should say, and the spikes and stuff that you're seeing on the news and stuff. I've been a little bit more cautious about picking training partners and cutting down some people who I would just openly train with and train with whoever. Now I'm kind of limiting my training to a select group and cutting ties with a lot of other people and limiting myself on certain.
I see you, Brandon. Just chill back there for a few minutes.
So
Awesome. Well, that's what we're gonna have to do, man. Going forward, everyone's gonna have to be more particular with their training partners. You know, that guy in the gym that stinks and doesn't wear deodorant or doesn't bathe, he's gonna have a hard time finding somebody to roll with. You know what I mean?
We don't have that guy in my gym, bro. That guy gets weeded out.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
He gets kicked out pretty early.
So Kyle, have you done anything different preparing for a title defense
No
since
doubt.
there's going to be an extra
No
round?
doubt, yeah.
Have you done anything
Yeah, so
different to prepare?
that's kind of. I feel like that's kind of a smart thing.
Kyle, I don't know if you heard, but he just asked, have you done anything different for your title defense, knowing that there's been an extra round added?
Not really. We always train hard. We know, I'm not like, this is nothing new to me. We've been fighting a couple times.
Unfortunately, your connection is a little bit shitty, but it sounds like you said that you're pretty confident and that you just train hard all the time anyway, so you're not too worried about the extra round.
Nope. Everything's always the same.
He must be driving through the shitty part of
I own
Sarasota.
the UFC, so it's yeah. And pounder. All right. I'm sorry about that. I'll call it.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, he's on his way to work. He's a busy guy, and but let's bring his opponent on.
All right.
How you doing, Brandon?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. This
There
guy.
he is.
Sorry.
How you doing, Mr. Williams?
I'm good, man. How you doing, bud? Good to see y'all.
Doing well, man. You guys prepared? Team Phoenix ready to come down here and shock Florida?
Yeah, man. We're coming in with all we got. That's for sure, man. We're coming put on a show for y'all.
So where you guys? You come from Arizona? Is that what it is?
No, I'm from North Carolina. I'm in Kentucky right now with my family.
Oh, I got you.
July holiday.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I got kids running around and stuff. If they interrupt, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's all right. It can't be any
Yeah.
worse than interviewing Kyle when he's in his car. So.
Well, I know. Yeah, I didn't expect all this. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, for
taking
sure.
it
So,
serious.
Yeah, same
Serious.
questions to you. Have you done anything different for your training camp, or rather, how has COVID screwed up your training? In what ways has it screwed up your training?
I don't think it screwed it up. I mean, we obviously can't train as like a big group like usual, a regular class. Just trying to we just do the drills at home, or we could call some buddies over, some partners over, and we all work together. Make sure we get our time and rounds in. It's but it hasn't really affected the training part. We just can't be experiencing with everybody. That
Right.
sucks as like a whole big group. But we've still been training hard, and as far as 4 rounds, I've had 2 fights that were supposed to go 5 rounds, but they didn't go 5 rounds because I finished the guy in the 4th round one time, and then the second round one time. So I plan for 5 rounds every time. I don't slack on that part.
And what made you want to fight for Vigilant?
Vigilant. What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, that's the name of the promotion, right? Vigilant MMA.
Yes, sir.
Oh, y'all's promotion?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's not mine. I have nothing to do with it, but I'm just curious
Oh.
what made you want to fight for Vigilant MMA.
I don't really make those choices. My coach is the one who makes those choices.
Okay.
I don't have nothing to do with that part. He must have saw a good opportunity for me, and I thank y'all for accepting, because y'all don't even really know me. Maybe he explained some things about me or said something, but I appreciate the opportunity, because I don't think we really got many promotions around here to choose from. So us driving all the way to Florida, we saw it, and y'all gave us the opportunity, and my coach took it, and he asked me.
The dog outside and do the other bathroom. Just got to get that.
And he asked me if I wanted to take the opportunity, and I said, sure. What do I have to lose? It's just it's just another.
It's just
chance.
amateur, yeah. That's the thing, One of the things that frustrates me about some coaches in the amateur game,
Mhm.
and I totally understand it in the pro game. I totally get it, but in the amateur game, don't be choosy and picky about who you fight. Like, fight whoever you can and get that experience. Like, this is when it doesn't matter. Like, your amateur record doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's never going to reflect your pro record. They might bring it up when your pro fights if it's an exceptional record or something, but that's about it. It has nothing to do with your pro record. So it's like, now is the time to go in there and make the mistakes and lose, I think, is when you're an amateur.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of times you have these coaches who are like, no, I don't think my guy should fight that. That's not a good matchup for my guy. It's like, well, maybe your guy needs to experience that matchup now when it doesn't count. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we need more coaches like you that think that way. I can't tell you, Coach Parlin, how many people have turned down Kyle, how many people have turned down Matt Allison, how many people have turned down these opportunities. Like, guys, I'm reaching out to like Brandon, for instance. He's ranked in the top 15 in his state. I was only looking for guys to challenge my champions who were top 15 in their individual states. Because why, if you're a champion, why are you not going to challenge yourself? Why would you want another kick? And unfortunately, some of these coaches are only concerned with record. That's all they care about. And they only want their guys kicking cans down the road. And while that may get you to a UFC tryout at 6-0 or 8-0 or 10-0, you're going to get your face smashed by somebody out there who has.
Right. You're not doing your student the justice of showing him that, there are guys out there with different styles, and there are guys out there that are going to do things that you're not used to. And the time to learn that stuff is in the amateur cage. It's not in the pro cage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So, what are your predictions? What are your predictions for the fight, Brandon? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Graham, is it?
Well, Graham is his coach, and Graham, to answer your question from before, Graham is the one that actually secured all these fights for him and for his two teammates by reaching out to me repetitively until I gave him the answer he wanted, which was that I'd give his guys a chance. So I respect coaches that don't take no for an answer, that keep pushing the envelope, keep trying to get their guys opportunities. Those are the coaches I want to work with. You know, those are the coaches I want to keep bringing back. The coaches that don't tell me no when I bring them a solid opponent. You know, and I respect Graham, and then of course I respect you, Coach Parlin, and the fact that you and Kyle are ready to fight whoever I bring to the table. So
I just got confused for a minute because you're both Brandon. So
yeah.
so the fighter Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a prediction for the fight?
I've heard a little bit about Kyle. I'm not really trying to look into him. I just want to, I want to think about my game plan. I'm not really trying to down Kyle. I don't know the guy. I'm not trying to diss him or anything like that on here. But I respect him 100%, and I'm just going to go in there and just try to keep it my game plan. I know he's going to do his thing, and I want to just keep it. I want to keep it my, the way I fight.
You want to fight? You're going to try to fight your fight with him.
Yeah, my fight plan, and I know he's going to do his thing. I've seen his record. That's pretty much all I know about him. I know he's a hard competitor. He's probably going to be the hardest I've ever got to fight with.
But that's what you guys are looking for. You both are looking for those hard fights. So that's good. Good on you, man.
Yeah, man. I've had down fights and I've had good fights, and I'm not going to put anything past Kyle. I promise you that. I'm going to expect the best.
Well, yeah, you should always take every opponent seriously, no matter who it is. Whatever the record is. It's like, don't sleep on anybody. Always take everybody serious and just fight your heart out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for coming on the show and helping
everybody
promote the fight.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all giving me another opportunity. I really do.
All right, we'll see you soon, buddy.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
All right.
All right.
So, Vigilant
God bless
MMA.
you, Brandon. Safe trip.
All right. So here comes Kyle again. Here we go. Boom.
All right. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right. I need to get some Wi-Fi. Boonies of Bradenton.
So did you see that last part?
What's that?
Did you see our interview with Brandon?
A little bit. Yeah. I was driving. I was telling the kids to be quiet a little bit. Quiet down. Business is getting handled.
So basically we just asked him the same questions. How's his training been going with this whole COVID shit, and then I asked him his predictions for the fight, and basically just what he said was he's gonna go in there and try to fight his game plan and try to make sure that you don't get to get to fight your game plan. So I'll ask you the same question. What is your prediction for the fight?
Yeah, definitely. My predictions, obviously, I want to win and, do whatever it takes to win. And I respect him, for taking the fight and, for coming down and traveling with everything that's going on, and, hats off to him. And, I always respect anybody that's willing to step in the cage and, throw some hands. But, that's my belt to defend, and what's mine is mine.
That's right. That's you got to come get it.
So,
anything you want to throw out there for anybody, Kyle? Any shout outs?
No, just thanks. Always thank Brandon for putting on a good show, and with all the craziness going on, and appreciative of that and the opportunity always, and always appreciate you, Coach, helping me and getting the word out about the fights and putting on these podcasts and interviews and stuff, doing all that kind of media stuff and whatever you can to help, and always training and always down, and that's the most important thing.
I'm always down to clown, brother.
Exactly.
All right, man.
So,
well, thank you very much. Anything you want to ask him, Brandon?
Just one thing, man. So, I'm a high school wrestler. I wrestled here at Tampa Jesuit. I did summer camps at Brandon High School. About 2/3 of my awards up on my wall in my room are from Brandon High School summer wrestling. Cadet wrestling and schoolboy wrestling is where my heart really is at with all. So my question to you really is, in your opinion, how much do you think that your wrestling pedigree contributed to your converted success here? Now, obviously, definitely not taking anything away from Grace
Oh yeah.
Bradenton or Coach Carlin and everything you've learned. I'm just talking about the base and the foundation.
Oh, definitely. That's 100% of motivation of where I get my success and where I've learned the skills from an early age, and working hard and being surrounded by champions. You walk into a program that comes from champions and all they know is winning. You don't want to be the only guy to lose, and it's a lot of weight on your shoulders, and everybody's there to help you out and build you up and show you how to be a champion. And it's not only a champion on the mat, they want you to be a champion off the mat. And so they teach you, they've always instilled skills and, let's say, methods, training methods and mindsets, that you can map out your success and to what your potential is. And so all the things that I've learned through wrestling, through hard work and dedication and dedicating what it takes to be a champion, I've implied those said same skills to my jiu-jitsu, to my Muay Thai and striking, and to essentially all around my MMA career. So yeah, it's all about it.
I just basically taught him
Wow.
not to shoot with his head to the outside.
Stated, man.
He did everything else.
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely wrestling, and Sonny, we get the guys, wrestling guys that come into our gym, and we give them the speech. It's definitely a huge, great background to have, and it's a huge building block.
I personally think it's the number one. If you're a wrestler, that is, I think, the number one skill to have going into MMA today. I think you need jiu-jitsu and striking, obviously, but I mean, without wrestling, I don't think you stand a chance.
No doubt. I definitely think it's
we'll find out, won't we?
Yes, that's right. That's right. All right, Kyle, I'm going to let you go and let Brandon promote the event a little bit.
Awesome. It's great to talk to you guys.
All right, man.
Good to see you. All right. Have a good night. Bye.
All right.
See you this week, man. Us.
So when is it again?
All right, so it's this Saturday, and we're going to have it at the Minreg Hall out in Largo. It's going to be from noon to 6 p.m. Now, we did it in the daytime for two reasons. First and foremost, UFC 251 got announced on the same day, so we can't compete with that, and we didn't want to compete with that. We want to work alongside that. So, but then importantly, studies have shown that COVID does very poorly above 85 degrees. So we picked the hottest point of the day to have the show, which should lessen any chance of any type of COVID transmission. Now, we're going to follow all the CDC protocols for social distance seating. Masks are going to be required. Ticketless or touchless ticketing is being employed. There will be no hard tickets. There will be no cash ticket sales. There will be a bar there, but it will be virtual money only. We cannot exchange cash. So there's just going to be a lot of little nuances and differences. We have to sterilize the cage in between every single match. So I have 5 high school wrestler kids that I train that are going to be there. So as soon as the fight ends, they're going to get in there and scrub that cage out and get ready for the next fight to come on, so we can try to move as quickly as possible with 18 fights scheduled for that day between boxing, kickboxing, BJJ, CJJ, and MMA. Excellent, man. Well, you guys always put on a great show. I'm looking forward to it. What's the URL that people can go to see the stream? All right, so the stream will be through the website, vigilantmma.com, VIGILANT MMA.com. And then you can get your tickets at Eventbrite or through the website as well. There's a ticket link there. And just a quick shout out to my sponsors, Team Reaper, Rip Life One, my boys over here at Angry Elephant Tattoo Shop. I'm rocking their shirt today. Lincoln Lending Group, Mission 22, Vet Ticks, all these guys, trimprinting.com, Hustle Harder. Most of these guys have been with me since day one and have stuck with me through all this COVID crap. So I really appreciate all of them as well. Absolutely, man. And of course, I would like to thank NoJudgesNeeded.com for sponsoring this podcast. And of course, Porsche for sponsoring my car.
And that's not true, of course. I don't.
I was like, dang.
I wish. But if anybody wants to throw money at us, we are totally down to take your money, and we'll whore out your name as much as you want us to.
$1 whore on Nebraska, baby.
Exactly. All right. Well, this was fun. I'm looking forward to this fight on Saturday. I will obviously be there. So, and by the way, I just went through this whole thing where I came into contact with somebody who got symptoms for COVID the next day after I saw them, and then they ended up becoming COVID positive. So I had to go and get my test, and then they lost my test. Can you believe that shit? But my wife went with me, and she got tested at the same time, and her test came back negative. So, and I didn't get sick, and it's been past 2 weeks. So I'm assuming a negative test came back for me, but they lost my test. Isn't that nice of the government? And if they've lost my test, I'm just
How many else?
yeah. How many other people's tests have they lost? You know what I mean? This whole thing, I don't trust. I don't trust any numbers. Any numbers.
Yep.
No numbers I
know.
trust.
And think about all the false positives. You know,
Yeah,
I
dude.
just saw a group of nurses took 10 tests that they didn't even test anybody. They just took 10 blank submissions, turned them in, and they all came back positive. How does a test that wasn't used come back positive?
That's crazy. See, this
This world
something
has
going
lost
on.
its well, I tell you what, bro. There's a reason that MMA is the only sport functioning right now. We're gonna keep everybody, entertained. We're gonna keep everybody contained, and I think that this sport will continue to grow into one of the pinnacles or one of the pioneers of sports in general. And I think it's just a matter of time because we're showing that we can withstand even through this.
Yep, I agree. All right, Brandon. Well, it was great talking to you, and welcome.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us on the show here, and yeah, we'll see you Saturday, bud.
All right, but no, I'll see you Friday. Well, I'll see Friday at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, I'll see you Friday at the weigh-ins.
Bistro. Yes, sir. Jackson's Bistro, Harbor Island, 1:00. Bring your boat, BYOB. Let's make a party out of it.
Sounds good.
All right, brother. God bless. Right. Have a good day. Us.
You too. Bye.